I walked into our apartment, while my girlfriend thought I was in another city. That moment changed everything I believed about my life. Asterisk before we start, hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy real dramatic Reddit-style stories with unexpected twists. It helps the channel grow and lets me bring you more stories like this. Asterisk, I'm writing this because I need to get it off my chest. For a long time, I wasn't sure if I should even share this story. Part of me still wants to believe it was just a bad dream, but it wasn't. It was real. And now, I don't know who I can trust anymore. I'm 27 years old. Let's call me Alex. My girlfriend, Lena, is 25. We have been together for almost 4 years, living together for 2. A small apartment on the edge of the city. Nothing fancy, but it was our place, our routines, our plans, even our cat. And honestly, I thought she was the one. Lena always seemed perfect to me. Smart, calm, caring. She knew how to listen, how to support me. When I had problems at work, she cooked my favorite meals. When she had stressful deadlines, I stayed up late helping her. We were a team, or at least, I thought we were. About 6 months ago, things started changing. Slowly, almost unnoticeably. She began staying late at work more often. New co-workers, important meetings, corporate events. I didn't think much of it. People grow, careers grow. That's normal. But then the small things started adding up. Her phone always face down. Messages she replied to quickly, then cleared the notification history. A new password on her laptop. Before, we never hid anything. We could grab each other's phones to order food or look at photos. Now, everything felt locked away. I tried not to overthink it. I told myself, you're just tired. You're imagining things. I'd read enough Reddit stories about people destroying relationships with baseless jealousy. I didn't want to become that guy. One evening, I decided to talk to her. Calmly. No accusations. Lena, you've been distant lately. Is everything okay? I asked. She looked at me, a little tired. Alex, work is stressful right now. I just need some personal space. Please don't start overthinking things. Her tone wasn't angry, just closed off. And that scared me more than yelling ever could, because she used to open up about everything. After that, I promised myself I wouldn't push. If there was a problem, she'd tell me. I trusted her. I trusted us. Another week passed. Then one day my boss called. Alex, can you go on a 3-day business trip to meet a client? Everything is paid for. A trip. Perfect timing. I agreed. When I told Lena, she got excited. Too excited. Oh, that's amazing for your career, she said. When do you leave? Friday morning. I'll make you breakfast before you go. She smiled. It sounded sweet. Normal. But inside, something cold poked at my chest. It all felt too smooth. Too convenient. Friday came. I packed my bag. Lena really did make breakfast. Kissed me at the door. Wished me luck. And I left. That's when the strangest part of this story began. On the train, I realized I forgot a folder with documents at home. Not super important, but I still needed them. I called Lena. Hey, I forgot a folder in the closet. Can you take pictures of the documents and send them to me? Oh, she hesitated. I'm not home right now. I just went to the store. I'll check when I get back. Okay, nothing suspicious. People go to stores all the time. But then I opened our smart home app. Yeah, we had a system that showed if lights were on and alarm status. And I saw the bedroom light turned on 5 minutes ago. Lena said she wasn't home. My chest tightened instantly. Logic tried to calm me down. Maybe she forgot to turn it off. Maybe the system bugged. But the anxiety was already awake. I didn't confront her on the phone. I just said, okay, let me know when you're back. And hung up. For the next 2 hours, I stared at my phone. She didn't text. The lights in the apartment kept turning on and off. And then I did something I never thought I would do. I bought a return ticket. I canceled the business trip. Texted my boss that I got sick. Stupid, maybe. But in that moment I knew if I didn't find out the truth now, I'd lose my mind. A few hours later, I was standing in front of our apartment door, and the key turned in the lock, like the door was waiting for me. My hand was shaking as I turned the key, not violently, just enough to remind me that I was scared of what I might see. The door opened. Silence, no TV, no music, no voices, just the faint hum of the fridge and the ticking clock. I stepped inside and quietly closed the door. My heart was beating so hard I felt it in my throat. "Lena," I called softly. No answer. I took off my shoes, trying not to make a sound. The apartment smelled normal. Her perfume, coffee, laundry detergent, home. But something felt wrong, like the air itself was holding its breath. I walked toward the bedroom. The door was half closed. The bedroom light was on. I swallowed, pushed the door open. The bed was perfectly made. No one there, no mess, nothing unusual. For a second I almost laughed in relief. "You're insane," I whispered. "You canceled a work trip for this." Then I heard it, the shower running. My stomach dropped. We lived alone. Someone was in the bathroom. I stepped closer. Steam leaked from under the door. I heard humming. Lena's voice. And then another sound. A man's laugh. My body went cold. I opened the door. Steam burst into the hallway. Lena was in the shower. And she wasn't alone. Her eyes went wide. The man turned toward me, grabbing a towel. I didn't recognize him. Tall, mid-30s. "Alex, what are you doing here?" Lena whispered. I couldn't speak. The man cleared his throat. I should go." He wrapped the towel around his waist and walked past me, carrying his clothes. I didn't stop him. The front door closed. Now it was just me and Lena. She turned off the shower, wrapped herself in a towel. Water dripped onto the floor. She looked terrified. "Who was that?" I asked. Silence. "Lena." "Who was that?" "A coworker," she whispered. So that's what the late meetings were. She closed her eyes. "It just happened." I laughed. "He was in our shower, in our apartment, in our bed." She cried. "Please, let me explain." But something inside me snapped. Not into rage, into emptiness. 4 years. Our plans, our home, all of it suddenly felt fake. I walked into the living room and sat on the couch where we planned our future. Now it felt like nothing. Lena sat across from me. "Say something," she begged. "How long?" 3 months. Everything made sense. The phone, the passwords, my business trip. She didn't just cheat. She scheduled me out of my own life. "I'm leaving," I said. "Alex, no. We can fix this. I love you." I looked back. "You loved me, but you chose him in my bed." I opened the door. "Alex, he's married too," she said. I turned. "What?" "He's married. His wife thinks he's on a business trip." Something new rose inside me. Cold, sharp anger. Someone else was being lied to too. "You're going to give me his name," I said. She shook her head. "Please, don't ruin his life." I smiled. "You already ruined mine." I left the apartment that night with nothing but my phone, wallet, and keys. I didn't pack clothes. I didn't take the cab. I just walked. The city felt unreal. Cars passing, people laughing, normal lives continuing while mine had just collapsed. I spent the night at a cheap hotel, staring at the ceiling, replaying everything. Every smile, every late meeting, every time I trusted her. In the morning I woke up with one clear thought. I needed the truth. Not just for me, for the other woman too. The wife who thought her husband was loyal, who probably trusted him the same way I trusted Lena. I couldn't ignore that. I texted Lena, "Give me his name." She didn't reply. I texted again, if you don't, I'll tell everyone what happened anyway. Your friends, your parents, our landlord, everyone. 10 minutes later, she sent a message, a name, and a phone number. My hands shook as I copied it. I stared at the contact for a long time. This was the moment where I could walk away forever. Pretend it never happened. Start over. But I knew I wouldn't sleep again if I didn't do this. I wrote, "Hi. You don't know me. My name is Alex. I'm the boyfriend of Lena. Yesterday I walked in on your husband in our shower with her." I read the message 10 times. Then I pressed send. The reply came 5 minutes later. What? Just one word. But behind it I could feel the same shock that had destroyed me. I explained everything. The business trip lie. The smart home lights. Walking in. The confession. I kept it simple. Factual. No insults. No drama. Just truth. She didn't respond for a while. Then she wrote, "Thank you for telling me. I'm shaking. But I deserve to know." We talked for an hour. She asked questions. I answered. We both realized how similar our stories were. Late meetings. Locked phones. Sudden emotional distance. We weren't strangers anymore. We were two people lied to by the same couple. When the conversation ended, I felt something strange. Not happiness, but closure. The truth was out. No more shadows. No more secrets. That evening Lena called me. I didn't pick up. She texted. Dozens of messages. Apologies. Tears. Promises. I didn't answer. Because some things can't be fixed. A week later I came back to the apartment to take my things. Lena was gone. She left the keys on the table. A note. "I'm sorry. I hope you find peace." I took my clothes, my laptop, the cat, and I left. Now I live in a smaller place. It's quiet, sometimes lonely, but honest. No locked phones. No fake meetings. No lies hiding in the shower. It's been 3 months. I'm still healing. Still learning to trust again. But one thing I know for sure. The worst pain in life isn't being alone. It's being with someone who lies while looking into your eyes. People think that after something like this, life just moves on. That you cry a little, block the person, hit the gym, and suddenly you're reborn. But real life isn't a motivational montage. Real life is slow, heavy, quiet. The first week after I left felt like walking underwater. Every morning I woke up expecting to see Lena next to me. Every evening I reached for my phone to text her something stupid, and every day, "Did you feed the cat? What do you want for dinner?" Look at this meme before remembering there was no us anymore. Friends tried to help. They said the usual lines. "You dodged a bullet. Better now than after marriage. She didn't deserve you." They meant well. But none of it touched the hollow space inside my chest. Because betrayal doesn't just break trust in another person. It breaks trust in your own judgment. I kept replaying the past, searching for signs, moments, words, looks. Was she ever real with me? Or was I loving a version of her that never existed? That question hurt more than the image of the shower. At night I checked the smart home app again, out of habit. The apartment was empty now. Lights off. No movement. No secrets. Just a quiet digital reflection of a life that ended. The other woman, the wife, messaged me again a week later. She thanked me. She told me she confronted her husband. He admitted everything. Their marriage was falling apart. She said it hurt, but she felt free from lies. Reading that gave me a strange sense of solidarity. To strangers connected by the same truth. To lives redirected by one decision to speak up. Lena tried reaching out again. Long messages. Voice notes. Apologies. She said she was confused. That she never wanted to hurt me. That she missed me. That she'd do anything to fix it. But betrayal changes the shape of love. Once trust is gone, every word sounds like a potential lie. Every promise sounds temporary. I didn't hate her. I just couldn't believe her anymore. I blocked her number. The silence afterward was terrifying, but also clean. I started rebuilding small things, cooking for myself, taking long walks, playing with the cat, meeting friends without checking my phone every 5 minutes. Slowly, my brain stopped expecting danger on every corner. One night, months later, I realized something simple. I hadn't thought about her all day, not once. That's when I knew I was healing. I still don't know if I'll trust someone again the same way. Maybe trust is never blind again after this. Maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe love should come with open eyes. Looking back, I don't even hate the man I saw in my shower. Or Lena. Hate requires emotional investment. I've spent all mine already. What remains is a lesson written into my bones. If someone wants to betray you, they'll do it no matter how perfect you are. Their choice is about them, not you. And if you ever find yourself reading a story like mine, wondering if you're crazy for suspecting something, trust your instincts. Because peace built on lies isn't peace at all. It's just a storm waiting for the door to open. If this story kept you until the end, right, I stayed till the end in the comments. I read every single one. Share what you would have done in Alex's place. And if you want more long, emotional Reddit-style stories, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The next story is already in the works.